What's up YouTube, Dale here from Z4 Games, and today I am bringing you the video to answer the question that you're all going to be asking yourself this week, and that is Brothers of Legend, to buy or not to buy? So, Brothers of Legend, it seems to be an annual thing that we are getting a set like this every year, and sometimes it is absolutely amazing. Well, I say sometimes. I'm pretty sure every single Brothers of Legend has been absolutely amazing. And the best thing about this, if you look at all of the cards that have come within Brothers of Legend, not only does it tick the box of giving you access to a load of reprints, but it also does provide you with value in your boxes as well. And what I mean by that is you look back at the Blackluster Soldier of Envoy, the Link Free Monster, you look at stuff like Vision Hero Faris, they're all cards that were £10 when they first came out and are now 15s, 70s, they're crazy amounts of money. Obviously with reprints as well, we do know that within this set we do get access to Forbidden Droplet, and as it did with the previous Brothers of Legend Armageddon, we are being introduced to two brand new Starlights, one of them being a Zexal language for number 17, and of course the other one being a Starlight Rare of Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Wow. Not to mention when you look at other reprints as well, they have included for the first time outside of their own Legendary Duelist sets, Magician's Souls, a Dusted Gold, Malicious Bane as well as Secret Rares, so they're nice little rarity bumps. Off the back of that you do also have Nibiru as another reprint, even though it's on its technically 4th reprint now, everyone should be able to get hold of a playset of those. And of course Forbidden Droplet, the one card that did elude us in, of course, Maximum Gold Eldorado and the Megatins from Rise of the Duelist. So, we are going to answer that question, to buy or not to buy, and you've probably already guessed from my introduction of this, it is definitely a box to be buying into. It's crazy. The other thing that this set does also have, not to mention the new support for the Karibos as well, but it does integrate the Utopia structure that the OCG got. Now a lot of people might see that as a negative or a positive depending on what side you stand on. Me personally, I would have loved to have seen Utopia as a structure deck. But on the benefit side, with something like this, you can get the designated cards that you need, such as the XYZ, very, I say cheaply, but they're about £10 on pre-order at the moment, but you should be able to get them in high enough rarities. The other downside of something like that as well is it does mean that all of the cards that you might have needed as a reprint, if they're not in this set, you are going to need to go and find. And if they've only had single prints, we all know stuff like Scrap Chimera and Scrapyard and stuff like that that have always been a £40 card because they've now come back into the forefront and have only had a single print. So let's go through the entire list of this set. Now I'm not going to go through every single card in massive details because there is a 95 card set, but I'm going to kind of summarise what we've got. So, Brothers of Legend is a 95 card set. Each pack contains 5 cards, 4 Ultra Rares and 1 Secret Rare card. Off the back of that as well, the set includes 2 Starlight Rares, 34 Secret Rares and 59 Ultra Rares. Keeping in mind as well that this set is also a side set as well, so you're going to be getting 24 packs per box. And each pack contains 5 cards as we mentioned. So you've got to kind of keep in mind and think about the ratios that from a box, you're not going to get one of each secret. You will get duplicates sometimes, and if you've seen a very early, as of the time of recording this, if you've seen a very early box opening, you'll see that that case actually ended up getting 3 Magician's Souls, 2 Dusted Golds, 2 Malicious Bane, 2 Forbidden Droplets, and 4 Nibirus. So you can kind of see that it's all over the place for those particular chase cards. So just running off the cards in like groups. So the first one that we know is the Starlight Rare of Levianar Dragon, which is number 17. Then of course you've got all of the Karibos with a couple of Karibo support spells. So 5-star Twilight is actually amazing because 5-star Twilight, you tribute a level 5, I believe. I'm just going to double check. You definitely tribute a level 5. So you tribute a level 5 monster to special summon 1 Karibo, Kariba, Karibi, Karibeh, Karibu from your hand or deck. Monsters specified by this effect cannot be treated for a tribute summon. But the best card for something like that is something like Cyber Dragon, or in the example that Konami used on their official website is Joker's Knight. Because Joker's Knight is just send, and then summon, and then you tribute it off to special summon out 5 Karibos. They're all going to be level 1s, they're all effect monsters, and then they can all go into something like Appaloosa. So yes, you do need to be playing 5 Karibos, which is crazy weird. So I'm not saying it's a splashable engine, but it is something that's very interesting. That in a Karibo deck, if you did mix it with something like the Noble Knights, the Joker Knights, you then have the ability of kind of swarming the board, which is really cool. We've then got some Penguin cards, we've got D-Forces, we've got Dragonoids, Rebirth Judgment, Dr. D, Ice Barriers, Ice Knights, Summon Storms. These are all kind of like brand new cards. There's a new Noble Knight Shield Bearer, which kind of mixes Shield Bearer and Spear Holder, kind of mix Warriors with Winged Beasts, which is really interesting. There's obviously a new ZW, ZS, some of the stuff on the Utopia decks. There's the number 4 Stealth Krakens, which supports Sharks as well, so level 4 water spams. There is Speedroid support, loads of support coming off the back of the legendary Duelist that had Synchro Storm. So you're also looking at stuff like the Lyrilless Bird Strike, and then there is also another spell card which when I get to it, I'll be able to remember the exact name. But it's if you control 2 Winged Beast monsters with different names, you pay 600 life points to draw 2 cards, which is mad. So you're basically getting like a free, a 600 life point pot of greed. It also introduces us to 3 Autogeist monsters. So you've got the Memo Grant, you've got the Pookie, and then you've got the Ferrage Alert. And all 3 of those cards, more so I think it's the Pookie, really help the deck. They are secret rares, and I believe the Pookie lets you link from the hand. We've got Right Hand Shark, Left Hand Shark, Icebound, Astrotopias, Deal of Destinies, Numbers Protection, number 99, Utopic Dragons. So it also includes stuff for number collectors as well, and obviously with number collectors it does bring us the prize card, which is really important, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Then of course we've got Red Eyes Fusion as an ultra rare. We've also got the 2 evil heroes that I mentioned. You've got Starlight Rhodes, number 89, Diabolus the Mind Hacker, which was previously the prize card, so that's another nice really good reprint. We've got Idios and Idea, the Heavenly Squires. You've got Ragged Gloves getting an ultra rare upgrade, which is really nice. And then you've got a lot of Infernoid reprints, you've got some Wind-Up reprints, you've got some Insecta reprints. You've got a nice reprint of Downland Magician, because that card was hitting something like £15+. You've got an ultra rare Fossil Dig. I suppose it's a nice little rarity bump. And then of course Forbidden Droplets. And then the last card on the list is Red Eyes Dark Dragoon as a Starlight Rare. So if you want to go and check out the full list and exactly what rarities and everything like that they are, I will put the link to the Yugipedia but down below, just so you guys can kind of follow that along, and then you can kind of see the type of effects you can pick up. So it is a standard booster box. They do retail from anywhere from about £3 to £3.50 a pack, or around about $4 in the US. It is looking like, and you should kind of expect this by now, it's going to be very difficult to get specific chase cards. We've already seen from one case, and you can't take that case as a massive kind of test for everything, but the Starlights are 1 in every 2 on average cases. And then when you look at stuff like the chase cards, you hopefully, fingers crossed, be getting 2s to 3s of the chase cards per case. Now, I'm not saying everyone should be going out there and paying £600 to £650 for a case, because that is just absolutely mind-boggling crazy. However, as a set that you should be buying a single box of, it's actually really good, because you're going to be getting particular cards that may not have huge value right now, but will have future value. If you're interested in any of the good old-fashioned Utopias, or of course the Shark decks, there is support for you in there. If you're looking to get your hands on a Magician's Souls, a Dusty Gold, stuff like that, you could roll the dice along those lines. Because at the end of the day, if you pull a Magician's Souls, you pull Forbidden Droplet, a Dusty Gold, Malicious Bane, all of those will be interchangeable. So if you pull Magician's Souls and your friend pulls a Dusty Gold, but you want the Dusty Gold and your friend wants to hit the Souls, it's a quick, easy, straight trot. So you're getting exactly what you need from a single card. So you're basically just alternating particular packs and particular cards that you're pulling. Not to mention, if you pull a Starlight Rare, you're in the money. I believe, and this is just speculation of what I've seen, I think pre-orders for the Dragoon are sitting around $500 to $600. They might rise, but I expect them to fall a little bit, especially if it's going to get any form of future hit, not to mention a possible hit to Vert Anaconda, which until March, when we get the brand new branded fusion spell, isn't really going to be splashable in many decks, so it does become more of a collector's item for Dark Magician fans than anything else. Then you look at the number 17 Starlight Rare. This is just to go with collectors as well, as it will be Astral Language. Unlike Utopia, it doesn't actually see a lot of play in very few decks at least, but because it is Astral Language, it will be a nice kind of counterpart to go with your Utopia if you have collected that already. I expect this card to be going anywhere from about 150 to maybe £200 just for the collector's value straight away, but I do highly expect that this card will drop in value. Pre-orders for stuff like Forbidden Droplets are sitting between £70 to £80, and then you look at stuff like Magician's Souls. I looked at this morning and they got pre-orders at about £45, which I think is fairly decent for the card, but it may drop depending on how many cases are going to be opened, and I expect there to be loads. You then look at stuff like Malicious Bane and a Dusted Gold. I believe a Dusted Gold has been dropped to at least 50% to go in about £40 odd. And then you look at Malicious Bane as well, that is dropping down because that is only about £30 Ultra, which was dropping to about £20 to £30 as a secret rare. Keeping in mind, Magician Souls you need at free and will get better in January when they get the Synchro Monster, the Ritual Monster, whereas with Dusted Gold and Malicious Bane you only really need ones of those. So once you've got your ones, your heroes are pretty much complete. So it does make it a lot more easier because there will be more of those in circulation to go around, because an individual will only need one, whereas with Magician Souls the individual will need 3. That being said, people that do already have their Magician Souls, if they are looking to upgrade or are already buying into this, those Magician Souls are free. That is exactly what it means for the Forbidden Droplets as well, that if you are a high level collector, you're already going to have ultimates, you're not going to want secrets, or if you already have the original secrets, you are not going to want the reprinted secrets, and they are going to be out there for you to purchase. So just kind of what you've got to take into consideration when you look at stuff like this is what are you after, and ultimately, as a set like this goes on, it's very rare that the majority of stuff that gets reprinted in this have a short lifespan. Like you look at the BLS Link 3 and you look at Vision Hero Faris. Faris even increase as well. Those two cards have not seen a reprint since the second Brothers of Legend, or was possibly the third Brothers of Legend, sorry, that came out 2 years ago. So that hasn't had a reprint for 2 years. The BLS Link 3 has had 2 additional reprints, but they've been as a Ghost Rare and as an Ultimate Rare, so they're going to be even more difficult to get. So what I'm trying to say with this is certain cards within this set will be a one-off print for the foreseeable future of at least 1 to 2 years. So maybe the new Utopia cards in this set, maybe the new Kraken cards. Keep in mind that any card that is slightly splashable may be something to invest on or hold on to until the future if it rises in value. A couple of cards for like the Lyrillus, which is basically their own Dark Ruler. If you control a Lyrillus, you can turn off all of your opponent's monster effects currently on the field, is sitting around £6, which I think is good value for that. The spell card, which allows you to pay 600 life points to draw 2 cards if you control 2 winged beast monsters with different names, of course is also sitting around £5 to £7, and I think this is great for decks like Harpies. It's also good for Lyrillus as well, and winged beast decks are going to be something that will stick around in the future, and I don't expect Lyrillus to get a massive hit back in the upcoming January format, so a card like that is also a must need for what is possibly one of the best decks at current. So, why is this set so good? Well, because it appeals to, obviously, the older generation, and what I mean by that is it appeals to the Yugi fans, it appeals to the Utopia fans, it appeals to the Shark fans, it also appeals to the Noble Knight fans as well, while also appealing to the collectors in the form of the Starlight Rares, and appealing to the competitive players with stuff like Magician's Souls, which will be a future competitive engine, and of course, Forbidden Droplets as well. So how much should you buy? Well, you should definitely go and support your locals and be picking up at least 1 box in my opinion, if not wanting to dip your toe in a couple of packs and see how lucky you get. For this channel, we will be opening up a single case, so be sure to stay tuned and make sure you subscribe so you do not miss out on that opening when it does appear. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this has helped you kind of educate you going forward for your decision to buy or not to buy into Brothers of Legend. As absolutely always, guys, stay safe. And as always, happy dueling.